And Chairperson, I want to say that for the economies that we manage as finance leaders in municipalities, for these economies to benefit everyone, we need finance leaders who have a transformed mindset. Now, ngicela ukunikhulumisa isingisi nje kancane. Ngicela ubheke umuntu oseduze kwakho uthi mindset. Ngicela ngishayele ihlombe nenzeka. You know, the human brain, look at me. The what? You know, the human brain is a very delicate faculty. It is so delicate that I've just made you do something and you did it willingly. That's how delicate it is. That is why even when a person is talking nonsense, people tend to clap hands. Have you noticed? Just watch Parliament, just watch Parliament, just watch all these news conferences and whatnot. People talk, gibberish, and people actually clap hands. Some are presidents, by the way. Now, and it's not just a transformed mindset, Madam Mayor. It's also, what's also needed is a transformed heart set. Some of us in these positions are heartless. Heartless. Let me say it in Zulu. Some of us in the municipalities, when we get into power, we lose our soul. I said that again. My mayor, what actually happens to us, you can almost feel that this person is empty inside. They have traded their soul to the devil for the sake of power. Now, I'm not going to be flippant about power. Power is power. That is why some people are willing to lose their souls for it. Power is power, and power is powerful. And it's not just the mindset, Fuze. It's not only the heart set, it's also the handset needs to be transformed. The way you do things, even the things that you do, needs transformation. You need a hand that is transformed. And lastly, you also need a social set. I always say this. Never become the kind of municipal worker, municipal manager, municipal technocrat that does deals with coffee shops. Never sit in coffee shops discussing deals and discussing people's names. When I talk about a transformed heart set, I'm talking about who do you socialize with? For by your network, we know your net worth. And by net worth, I do not mean financial wealth, I mean moral worth. Now, to unpack this leadership mindset, Fuze, I will hang my short but influential talk on the concept called eating elephants. Again, I ask you, ladies and gentlemen, look at the person next to you. Say to them, eating elephants. Mr. Twala, can I just correct something? I did not say eating elephant. I said eating elephants. It's plural. Some of us went to school. I'm sure in a few years' time I will be quoted as well as a black person. But for now I'm going to quote a white person by the person of Peter Drucker. If you are a manager in a municipality, you do not know Peter Drucker, I am worried. And I will tell you why. Because Peter Drucker, allow me to tell you why I would be worried. Because Peter Drucker is the one who defined all the management principles. All the management principles that you are supposed to be applying in your job. Peter Drucker once said that culture, say culture with me. Culture. In other words, the behaviors and the habits that we allow in organizations. The unwritten rules. Oh, come on. The unwritten policy. One CEO was shocked when I told him that actually businesses and organizations do not operate on the strategy. They do not operate on the policy that is written in the files in HR. Businesses and organizations operate through gossip. There is what HR prescribes, there is what strategy prescribes, and all the EXCO resolutions. But in that finance office, we know Tinutsenza. And you as Umpati must never know about it. Yeah. Now, Peter Drucker makes this claim. He says, culture eats strategy for breakfast. Let me repeat that. Culture eats strategy for breakfast. What did he mean? He meant that it is habits that are embedded in the mind, that are entrenched in the heart, that are appended in the hand in terms of what is done. It is the social set that you keep, the people that you keep in your professionalism. It is those things that are important, not the strategy. Because the strategy, I find it's written on walls. You know, when you enter a municipality, the first picture you see is a picture of the picture of Ramaphosa. Has it changed? Have they changed? It's a picture of, all right, it's a picture of the president. Let me be safe. It's a picture of the president. Then it's the picture of the deputy in some municipalities. Then it's the picture of the honorable mayor, and so on. And then you see the strategy of that municipality, the vision and the mission and the values. And I want to propose in this short talk and say to you, ladies and gentlemen, strategy only survives on walls and files. However, the truth of the strategy is not applicable in the daily lives of the people that work in that municipality or in that organization. What is it that works? Ziqalo, what do you mean the strategy doesn't work? It doesn't work because it is the culture that suppresses the strategy. I was acting corporate services manager in one of the municipalities. And in my first EXCO meeting, Jacob, I was told by one councillor who's a Polam fan, who said, you're going to come down. This is how we do things here. What was he talking about? That C word. What's the C word? I can't hear you. Come on, say it. I think I deserve a round of applause. Let me summarize quickly. There are two main challenges in organizations today. Having said what I said in my introduction. Number one, leaders and these people are sitting in the room today, most of them, leaders who do not believe that elephants can be eaten. Do you want me to repeat it in Zulu? There are elders who have not cognitively accepted that elephants can be consumed. I said that in Zulu now. Number two, because I'm now summarizing and closing. Number two, we also have not just leaders at the top of the organization. We also have functional leaders. Now, these are technocrats. These are the ones who have the BTech in accounting. How are you here? These are the ones who have BCom in accounting and BArc and BComt and every other omt you can omt. Now we have functional leaders who also do not believe that elephants can be eaten. How do I know that? Because again, I'm told by Peter Drucker, and I agree, because an elderly African man told me the same thing, that actually fish rots from the head down. Can I preach a little bit? Can I preach a little bit? Ask yourself the question. In the Bible, for those who are Christians, in the Bible, why when God says that some king of Israel must go and destroy some people, why? Ask yourself this question. Why does he say all the time, kill everything? The salwas, the kehla, the child, the kid, inkomo, zakona, everything. Why? It is because culture. Say it with me. Come on, say it with me. Culture is hard to kill. Culture is hard to kill. You know, one of the executive mentors, I've got two mentors at the moment. I'm paying one mentor, I can't afford the other one. But both of them are my mentors, right? One of these mentors have an international exposure in terms of experience and the businesses that she runs and so on. You know, he said something to me. He said, you know, I saw that in your CV you've got some year or two where you worked in a municipality. He said, remove that from your CV. I said to her, why? He said, it will tarnish your reputation. Didn't see that one coming. You know where I'm going with this, right? Can I say it? Permission to speak openly. Come on, permission to speak openly. You have got to change the culture from the inside of your organization so that it aligns with the strategy of that municipality. But the sad thing is that you've got people who earn a salary in that municipality, in that organization, who actually don't believe in the values, the mission, the vision. They don't believe in that organization. In the strategy of that organization. So what is leadership? What is leadership, as I conclude? What is leadership? Let me tell you what leadership is not. Number one, leadership is not position. Look at the person next to you. Say to the person, he's about to say it. Come on, tell him or her, he's about to say it. Come on, be dramatic, say, oh my God, he's about to say it. And I am going to say it. I am going to say it. Can I say it? Your letter of appointment, I'm sorry to shout, your letter of appointment does not make you a leader. It does not make you a leader. The benefits, come on, walk with me here. The benefits, the state subsidy on that car you drive. Hello? That office furniture, which is new, I don't know for what reason. All the pets you have, Lalela, they do not make you a leader. Can I tell you what they make you? Can I tell you? They make you something, not someone. Because when I study leadership, and I've been studying leadership for the past 19 years, when I study leadership, I arrive at the same conclusion. Leadership cannot be taken away from the human being. There is no such thing called the collective. You're going to be in trouble with certain people. There's no such thing. In fact, some of the teachers on the podiums who teach you leadership, they tell you that leadership is influence. That is nonsense. Leadership is not influence. Leadership is when you stand on your beliefs. Even if the whole world is against you. Let me close with these words. Quickly, let me close with these words. Mr. Ngo, some municipalities, some municipalities today are in trouble because someone has a 745i BMW and is afraid to speak the truth and say no to some people because he's still paying for the BMW. Can you imagine? The whole municipality is held at ransom because a few individuals have debts that amount to about 5 million. A municipality that runs into hundreds of millions is held at ransom because someone is enjoying a certain lifestyle. Leadership is not a birthright. Leadership is not education. And before you say it, I am very much educated. Leadership is not education. Leadership is not success or wealth. Leadership, this one is important. Leadership is not authority over others. You are put in positions of authority. Get me right. You are put in a position of authority. Hello? Do not mistake authority with leadership. Leadership is relational. Leadership uplifts. I like this one as well. Leadership is not the ability to convince others. In South Africa, we've got people who earn about 2 million today who are in parliament because they can stand at grounding and shout without saying anything. And they land right in parliament. Wow. Leadership is not promotion. Leadership is not promotion. Leadership is not the power. It is not the perks. What is leadership, Ziqalo? Tell us. Leadership is self-discovery. The day Twala I discovered who I was, the day Zakele I discovered who I was, Kosi, the day I discovered who I was, my leadership was birthed. At that point in time, I'm showing you a certain number. At that point in time, I had only 2 talents, natural gifts, that I knew, that I was born with. And I want you to show me your hand. Show me your hand. All right. Say with me the number. What is this number? Come, say it. 5. Now, that is the minimum number of talents you were born with. And you came to planet Earth with those minimum. They are not maximum. You're not thinking that maximum. I am 44 years of age now. I have perfected 3 talents. 3. One of them I'm doing it on stage now. 3. I'm going to say it, you said it, I was watching you, I'm going to say it. Some of us need to resign from our jobs and go to what we were wired for. Because this thing of being a municipal official is not for us. That is why we hate the building. We hate the MM. We hate the mayor. We hate even the claim. We hate everything. No, it's not that these people are bad. No, it is because we are in a wrong profession. 1 minute. 1 minute or so, and I sit down. This point I'm going to make now is very important. You cannot be appointed by another human being into leadership. I'm going to repeat that. You cannot be appointed by another human being into leadership. You are elected, your name is raised, your name is seconded, your name is done, all those kinds of things. But what that does, it opens the way for you in a leadership space. So you get elected or you go for an interview, you get hired into a leadership space. The decision you need to make is to become a leader in that leadership space. That is why there are people who are not in leadership, but they are leading the municipality. Eating elephant. Ziqalo, tell us, how do you eat an elephant? The proverbial answer is you start by one piece at a time. But there is something important in what I'm saying about eating elephants. The very thought of trying to eat an elephant piece by piece, starting with the smallest piece, is transformational in nature. Watch where my hands are. It is what? If you want to look okay, if you want to look normal, you will never be a leader. Yes. Until they call you crazy, you have graduated. Now you're starting to become a leader. Because you believe the impossible. Now, why am I saying it's transformational? It is transformational because the very thought, you can actually start eating an elephant, smallest piece. It means you are already in your mind transformed. Let me tell you what it means in Zulu. It means you are not afraid to fail. Yeah. You are not afraid to fail. How do you eat an elephant? You start by one piece at a time. In this conference, therefore, you are called as a leader, and more appropriately, in terms of the language I'm using, as a finance leader. What you are, therefore, you are not about finance, you are in finance, but you are about service delivery. Let me say that again. Your job is not about finance, your job is in finance. You see, swimming pool, you are not about the swimming pool. Swimming pool. Unjani? When you are about the swimming pool, you say to the water man's. Most of us are not wet. If the municipality is a swimming pool, hello? And the municipality is supposed to deliver services, most of us sitting in this room today are not wet because we are not in it. We are about it. Singaba manzi kodwa ngeke. Singakhomboza ngonyawo nawe again. Kodwa ngeke sijani. Singene phakathi. What am I saying? I'm saying it will take personal risk, it will take personal interest, it will take you to be interested beyond interest for you to make a change in the space of finance for service delivery. Chairperson, thank you.
Let's hope that we hear tomorrow, we hear more him tomorrow. We will be speaking on rising above all to serve. I think we have started something to start and unpack it more. Thank you so much, Baba Ziqalo. I appreciate what you have just done. He's actually living this thing because, as I said, he was not prepared for this. But because it's something that he lives, yes, it's one of his gifts, but I was just able to share. I'm sure if without time, but I'm sure tomorrow he'll share more on this particular aspect because it's certainly true. Someone said it all rises and falls on leadership. So we just need to make sure that as leaders we need to